Hi everyone! Welcome back sa aking channel. So for today's video ay sasagutan natin ang isang problem na galing sa FB group na calculus. Okay, so sabi niya pa-help po. Using derivative of a quotient, general power formula, and the three-step rule. So sasagutan natin itong isang problem natin gamit itong tatlong ways para sagutan natin ito. So una, quotient rule, and then general power formula, and then ito yung medyo pinakamahirap itong isa, yung three-step rule. Ito yung merong y plus delta y. Okay, so sagutan na natin. So unahin natin ang derivative of a quotient. Okay, so derivative of a quotient. So what's the formula for quotient? So we have derivative of u over v with respect to x. So the formula for that is v, the denominator, times the derivative of the numerator u prime minus the numerator u, derivative of the denominator v prime over the denominator square, v square. Okay, so ito yung unang formula na gagamitin natin. So ito yung derivative of a quotient. Ito namang general power formula. So ang gagamitin naman natin dyan, medyo madali ito. Derivative of u to the n. So derivative of u to the n with respect to x, that's simply equal to n u to the n minus 1 times derivative of u with respect to x. Okay, so let's answer. Let's answer the problem. So we have y equals 3 over square root of x plus 2. So let's apply first the derivative of the quotient formula. So we have y prime is equal to the denominator. So we have square root of x plus 2 times derivative of the numerator. So remember, meron tayong formula, derivative ng constant with respect to x, that is equal to 0. So 0 na lang ito. Minus the uv prime. So u is 3. So minus 3. And then derivative of square root of x plus 2 with respect to x. Okay, so we have direct formula for square root. So derivative of square root of u with respect to x, that's equal to 1 over 2 square root of u times derivative of u with respect to x. Okay, so this is all over the denominator. So we have square root of x plus 2, and then we need to square that. So using this formula. Okay, so therefore, let's simplify. So square root of x plus 2 times 0. So just cancel this. That's equal to 0. And then we have negative 3. So direct formula for derivative of square root of x plus 2. So we have 1 over 2 square root of u. So that is x plus 2. And then times derivative of x plus 2, that's simply 1. Derivative of x is 1. Derivative of 2 is 0. Okay, so that is times 1. All over, so the square root of x plus 2 is square. So just cancel this. So we have the denominator will become x plus 2. Okay, so now let's just simplify. So to simplify this, so we have negative 3 over 2 square root of x plus 2 all over x plus 2. Okay, so this is the same as negative 3 over 2 square root of x plus 2. When we dividing a complex fraction, magiging siyang multiplication tapos reciprocal nito. So meron tayong over 1 dito. So reciprocal of x plus 2 over 1, we have 1 over x plus 2. Okay, so gawin natin ganito yung symbol. Ayan. So now let's just simplify. So therefore we have negative 3 over 2 times x plus 2 times we have square root of x plus 2. So pag pinagsama natin yan, that will become x plus 2 raised to 3 over 2. So ito na yung magiging final answer natin. Okay, so dahil parehas yung base natin, x plus 2 tsaka x plus 2. Remember that the rational exponent ng square root, that is x plus 2 raised to 1/2. And then multiply by another x plus 2. So we just need to add the exponent. So 1/2 plus 1, that is 3 over 2. So that's why the answer is negative 3 over 2 times x plus 2 raised to 3 over 2. Okay, so using the quotient rule, so we arrive with this answer. So now let's use this formula, the general power formula. So the general power formula, so we have so let's simplify. Let's simplify first. So we have 3 over square root of x plus 2. So x plus 2, again, square root of x plus 2, that is the same with x plus 2 over 1 half. But the denominator, the exponent is in the denominator. So if we put that in the numerator, that will become y is equal to 3. Magiging siyang negative. So we have x plus 2 raised to negative 1 half. Okay, so if we apply this formula, so therefore, we will get y prime is equal to, so just multiply the exponent and the constant here. So 3 times negative 1 half, that will become negative 3 over 2. And then we need to subtract 1 here. So we have x plus 2 and then negative 1 half minus 1. So negative 1 will become negative 2 over 2. So when we combine this, that will become negative 3 over 2. Again, the exponent is negative. So in order to make this positive, we just put it in the denominator and then make the sign positive. So therefore, y prime is equal to negative 3 over 2 and then x plus 2 raised to positive 3 over 2, which is the same with this answer using the derivative of a quotient or itong quotient rule. So same answer, negative 3 over 2 times x plus 2 raised to 3 over 2. So now, gamitin naman natin ang pinakamahirap, the 3-step rule. Ito yung may delta x. Okay, so tandaan muna natin yung given y is equal to 3. Okay, so nakalagay pala dito yan. Okay, so using the 3-step rule, ang first step natin, palitan natin ang y, tsaka ang x, palitan natin parehas siya ng y plus delta y. Okay, so therefore we have y plus delta y equals 3 over square root of x plus delta x. So pinalitan natin ng x plus delta x yung x. So meron pa tayong plus 2 dito. Okay, so now solve for delta y. So yung y ililipat natin sa kabilang side. So we have delta y is equal to 3 over square root of x plus delta x plus 2. So minus y. But the value of y is 3 over square root of x plus 2. So substitute na natin yon. So we have 3 over square root of x plus 2. Okay, so now we will simplify this. So let's simplify this. So gagamitan lang natin ng butterfly yan. Butterfly technique. So butterfly technique lang natin yan. Cross multiply and then multiply din natin ito. Okay. So therefore, we have delta y is equal to 3 multiply to this. So 3 times square root of x plus 2 minus 3 multiply to this. So square root of x plus delta x plus 2 all over the product of this. So square root of x plus delta x plus 2 and then multiplied by square root of x plus 2. Okay, so next step natin dito ay ganito lagi yung ginagawa. Kailangan kasi natin ma-isolate natin itong delta x. So karaniwan ang ginagawa kapag ganito, minumultiply natin both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate. Conjugate nito. Isipin nyo dalawang term lang ito. So ito yung A, ito yung B. So meron tayong A minus B, imumultiply dapat natin yan. So kasi kailangan magamit natin itong A plus B times A minus B, that is equal to A squared minus B squared. So isipin natin, ito yung A, ito yung minus B. So kailangan nating i-multiply sa A plus B. Ito na i-multiply natin dito kasi minus ito. Okay, so multiply natin. We have 3 times x plus 2. Negative ito. So sa positive natin, i-multiply 3 times square root of x plus delta x plus 2. Okay, same dapat. So just copy here. So 3 times x plus 2 plus 3 times x plus delta x plus 2. Kaya natin minultiply so that we can use this. So, i-apply natin ito. So, same first term yan, same second term, magkaiba ng sign, isang positive, isang negative. So, therefore, pwede nating i-apply ito a squared minus b squared. Okay, so therefore, the a squared a natin is 3 times x plus 2. So, we have 3 square root of x plus 2. Square lang natin siya. So, square natin minus 3 times square root of x plus delta x plus 2 and then square din natin yan. Then for the denominator, kopyahin lang natin yung denominator natin. Naka-multiply lang yan. Medyo mahaba. Square root of x plus delta x plus 2 times square root of x plus 2 and then naka-multiply pa siya dito sa buong term na to. 3 square root of x plus 2 plus 3 square root of x plus delta x plus 2. Okay. So now, delta y is equal to, so just square lang natin ito. So square natin. So makakancel lang itong square root tsaka itong square. So itong 3, yung 3 natin dito, may square siya. So magiging siyang 9. And then square natin ito, makakancel lang. So we have x plus 2. Okay, for this term, so we have minus, yung 3 natin may square din yan. So magiging 3 times 3, magiging 9. And then ito, makakancel ang square root, tsaka itong square. So we have x plus delta x plus 2. Okay, so for the numerator, denominator, kukopyahin lang natin yan. Pero bago natin kopyahin, siguro i-simplify muna natin itong numerator natin. Pwede na kasing may makancel dito. So itong 9x minus 9x, when we distribute, pag dinistribute natin ito, so magkakaroon tayo dito ng 9x. So cancel na itong 9x. And then we have 9 times 2. Magkakaroon tayo, matitira na lang dito ay we have 18. 9 times 2, 18. May minus 18 din pala dito. So makakancel na to. So, pwede na nating makancel itong x plus 2 tsaka x plus 2. So, in short, ang matitira na lang dito sa numerator ay negative 9 delta x. So, pwede na makancel itong x plus 2 tsaka x plus 2. So, matitira na lang sa numerator natin. Hindi na natin muna isinulat ito. Medyo mahaba kasi. So, idadiretso na natin. Delta y is equal to, natira na lang dito ay negative 9. Ito na lang. Negative 9 distribute dito, delta x. All over, so isulat lang natin to, square root of x plus delta x plus 2 times square root of x plus 2 and then naka-multiply dito, we have 3 square root of x plus 2 plus 3 square root of x plus delta x plus 2. So, yan yung delta y. So, next step natin, 3-step rule yan, i-divide natin both side by delta x. Okay, so lahat ito, ang denominator natin, i-multiply natin by delta, di-divide by delta x. Okay, so ang purpose natin, kaya natin ginamit ito para ma-isolate natin yung delta x, tapos maka-cancel na yung delta x dito. Okay, so na-cancel na yung delta x, natira na lang sa numerator ay negative 9. So ang next na dyan is kunin na natin ang limit ng both sides. So limit of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So pag in-apply natin yung limit, yun na yung magiging derivative natin. Yun na yung derivative of y with respect to x. Kunin lang natin ang limit, ibig sabihin papalitan natin ng 0 lahat ng delta x. So itong delta x, papalitan natin ito ng 0. Gawin nating 0 yan. And then itong delta x, gagawin nating 0 din yan. Okay, so pag pinalitan natin ng 0 yung dalawang delta x, so ang matitira sa atin ay negative 9 sa numerator over, so we have square root of x plus 2, another square root of x plus 2, square root of x plus 2, and then we have nakamultiply pa siya sa 3, x plus 2 3 square root of x plus 2 plus 3 square root of x plus 2. So magiging na siyang 6 square root of x plus 2. Okay. So ngayon, x plus 2 times x plus 2 or x plus 2 times x plus 2, that's simply x plus 2 na lang siya. Okay, x plus 2 na lang siya. And then ito namang negative 9 over 6, pwedeng masimplify, i-divide natin sa 3. Pag dinivide sa 3, magiging negative 3 ang numerator. Ito namang 6 divided by 3, magkakaroon tayo dito ng 2. So i-parenthesis natin ito. And then meron pa tayo ditong square root of x plus 2. So simplify natin dahil parehas yung denominator natin, yung base na x plus 2. May x plus 2, meron tayong square root of x plus 2. So itong square root of x plus 2 sa rational exponent, yan ay 1/2. Ito naman ay 1. Pag inad natin exponent, 1/2 tsaka 1. So the answer will be negative 3 over 2 and then x plus 2 raised to 3 over 2, which is the same doon sa quotient rule natin tsaka sa general power formula. So balikan natin sa isang slide, negative 3 over 2 times x plus 2 raised to 3 over 2. Check natin. Okay, parehas na parehas. Negative 3 over 2 times x plus 2 raised to 3 over 2. Okay, so pare-parehas yung answer natin using the quotient rule, the general power rule, and then the 3-step rule. Okay, so that's it. So thank you for watching. I hope nagustuhan niyo explanation ko para sa problem na ito. So tatlong solution gamit ang isang equation natin. Sinolve natin ng tatlong solution. Okay, so kung meron kayong math question, na i-comment nyo lang po dito sa aking channel, pwede rin sa aking FB group or i-DM nyo ako sa aking messenger. Ayan, nakalagay po, RJ Enseñado. Okay, so again, thank you for watching. Bye-bye and God bless.